Do we have everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. What a beautiful day. I recently felt another pet Deboreka belt. Sucks to be me. And also a 3 to Ted enhancement on the sovereign weapon several times, mind you. Maybe if you can check the journal. Either way, painful times indeed. We're here to read more about the story and forget about the bad times. Anyway, last time we did Serendia, right? And we unlocked Calfian. Today we're going to be doing Calfian and unlock the next region.
Well,
Should be.
it's not that we do the region, it's just that we unlock the next one, because while the first puzzles kinda sometimes hint to things happening in the connected region. So for example, in the Balenos region we had the Red Nose, right? Or in Serendia we had Jordan. At certain point the references become more and more random. At certain point we don't even have references to the region technically we are crossing to go to the next one. So let's just say that we opened the vein towards Calfion. Now we have to open the vein towards Mediah and Ulukita, because let's remember that when the Magnus was released we only had until Land of the Morning Light. So everything that came after, for example, Ulukita, when they added one in Okilla, when they added one, I don't remember what another one they added. But basically, those who are not in the belly of the Magnus, those are being added, let's say. I guess they get unlocked when you unlock everything, because they are like bonus wells, veins. So yeah, we arrive until Land of the Morning. Later we have other parts, for example Okilla or Lukita, who just come as bonuses once we finish everything.
Yes. So as you can notice, Lema's feeling better. Thankfully she got her voice back. Sort of. As I was saying, yes, it's exactly as I was saying. So we are doing Calfian to unlock the next vein, which is how it goes. So you do the story. I want to call it a story, but it's not really a story. You just like do some whatever the fuck puzzles, and then you unlock the next region. Let's go ahead and see what we have now, considering we finished Serendia last time. So now we're in the territory of Calfian. Anyway, I sense more anomalous energy. Yep, it's somewhere in Gabino Farm. Let's go. So here you can notice that we have Gabino Farm. Just like at Moretti Farm, the anomaly doesn't seem visible to normal people. Observe the anomaly around the well. Can the rift be seen through the eyes of cats? They're sitting still and watching silently. Yes, in fact, you notice we have 2 cats and 3 crows watching. Wait, no, actually we have more crows. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10 crows watching. The sock still feels warm, as if dropped recently by someone.
It's the cat.
So, in fact, it's normal because we are not crazy. Obviously, something's happening with reality. So, it's not like we have schizophrenia or anything like that, right? Anyway, something about the last object seems familiar. Ringing any bells? Come on, use that thick noggin of yours, partner. Frankly, I can't think of anything either. Haha. But since this was found near the well... Here you have to talk with the blacksmith because it's stupid and the chain is broken. The owner of the object, you think they also come down the well like we did? But the bottom of the well, it's a dead end. Then that means that they crossed through the abyss. Haha, let's follow them and find out. And here we get a new version of the Black Spirit, where instead of being this evil ancient thing that wants to absorb everything and knows everything, a fucking stupid fucking shit that doesn't know anything. So here we are trying to follow this psychopathic black spirit. I'm not sure why he got nerfed so much, because between the black spirit of
But it depends, because sometimes he knows things, sometimes he does not. It does not. It's genderless, a black spirit.
Its gender is it's called being forgetful and stupid and passive nowadays.
Toxic. His gender is toxic.
Yes. Okay. So now we need to find using the farm to find Wuju in the belly of the Magnus. Belly means at the bottom. There is Wuju at the bottom, so you need to talk with Wuju.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're coming to like it here.
What makes you think that?
Nothing. Just leaving and coming back again. Leaving, then now, back again. Like a fleshy boomerang.
Well, first of all, Wuju, I don't have a choice because you're physically destroying my world, you piece of shit.
You took your time before returning, you say? Well, that certainly makes you look less desperate. While you were frolicking about, I had my hands full with Mr. Ladies in a Wagon.
And of course, Mr. Ladies in a Wagon is none other than Jordan Lucas trying to get some
The
of
young Jordan Lucas. He's different now, we promise.
Totally. He totally is not
Well,
a
he went
K-pop
through a
boy.
lot,
Yeah.
Maybe this does make time go all timey-wimey. The time knife, as I mentioned. You've seen it. Things do what they like here, especially time, that fickle mistress. But it does have a habit of bringing you around whenever I need you. So that's something, isn't it? Lucky is, well, one way to describe it. Over there. I hear sounds of mortal suffering. This like a pained siren. Please make it stop. I don't remember summoning anything so pitiful.
So here you can see how we are inside of the Magnus. The Wuju, which is the overseer of the Magnus, is telling us just solve puzzles, my brother.
And this one specifically is called the Some Adventurous Grave.
And as you can see, now we have to go in the middle and solve this puzzle. This is basically all that the Magnus is, to be fair. Oh, hey, you thought. That's right, bitch, it's upside down. No, but jokes aside, it's puzzles that don't make any fucking sense. I tried. For me, it's always like a fever dream. Verification required to break the legacy seal. Prove you're worthy. Oh. Oh, Schnitzel. Those are lasers, indeed. You might be thinking, but we're in a fantasy MMO. Why do we have lasers? Psych, it's actually a sci-fi. This has always been a sci-fi. Yeah, I don't know how you solve it.
Do it.
I don't know how to...
Okay, basically you start in a corner of the
Yes, I
place.
understand. We start from the
Okay,
corner.
you have to go towards the yellow light, defeat a Kaivelan, take the little sphere the Kaivelan is going to drop you, and bring it to the other corner. So the... exactly, which is... Exactly. Now you hit it, you take the ball, you wait a moment from, like, you have to wait for the red circles to disappear, and then you pass through and you see that you have another yellow light.
Yeah.
You have to go there and bring the yellow, the little ball in the yellow light.
I got scammed.
You have to do the first part by kneeling down. Okay. Let's see if now it's happy about it. Okay. Crouch. And go towards the yellow light. There you can space and climb. Yeah. We're gonna wait.
As you can see, this gameplay is very, very...
Okay, now go towards the yellow light and drop the ball on the platform. Okay. And now the cat is going to appear alongside with the platform. Is going to appear in the middle, exactly.
As you can see, this is a very, very, very well built puzzle. Totally not cryptic at all.
And luckily, it's me with you, me here, Black Spirit. And for example, in this case, we can see that the puzzle wasn't related to the zone of Calphion, but to the Sage, because it was referring to the technology of Atoraxion and the fact that the Sage sort of died there.
I completely trust you, and I don't see it, but whatever you say, is the Sage. Of course, it's the Sage.
Because at the beginning you see that there is a quote, and the quote is about his tomb.
Right, so because it says his tomb is the Sage.
And you have to work with Kai Valence. The Kive is a type of technology made by the Sage, and the architecture we have here is referencing Atoraxion.
Indeed. So it's Atoraxion. It's been Atoraxion all along. Whatever. I think this person was truly someone in distress, indeed. But I don't think this is what Wuju was looking for. There's no person. Fuck you about whatever. We find ourselves another abyssal pocket. Let's go back to the Magnus.
This is supposed to be a tomb.
Whatever. Yep, it's a tomb. Yep. I do agree that it's more Mediah-like, like the excavation side bullshit when you have to do your awakening, you know, when you go in there. Like, it's like, yeah, man, whatever you say there, it's like, yep, I agree, because I have no clue what the fuck that was.
Taking our sweet time, I see. I've already told.
Okay, so I'm getting flamed. Why am I getting flamed? Okay, because I have to interact with this. So ignore the fact that Wuju has a quest marker above him. You have to interact with the thing next to it.
Which is the next puzzle called The Girl Who Lost the Sea.
Ah, and the girl who lost the sea. Now you're thinking, oh, we're gonna see more Mediah stuff. No, we're in Balanos Sea right now.
Or what seems like it.
You have to get technical, but come on.
No, I mean, like, we know it is an island. Of course, I trust you if you tell me that it's an island in Balanos, because for sure you know better than me. And here, to solve the puzzle, we'll have to do little side quests on this island.
Yes. And the way to start the fire. So what you need to do is ignore everything, and you need to walk around the fucking island for that one pixel perfect thing, because this quest was built with Psycho, Incredible Mantis people. Do you know what Psycho Mantis is? It's a boss from Metal Gear Solid 2, which used to be able to read from your input, and the only way to defeat him was to stick your controller from port 1 to port 2 because he couldn't read there. And so you need to go around like a fucking idiot to find the goddamn thing, to pick up the flint, because of course, picking flint from a rocky formation is what you need.
And I want to remember that it's even easier than it was before because you didn't have the indicators when they released this.
Yeah, I totally see the indicators. I'm gonna find those indicators, folks. There's a beautiful moon. So we need to find out flint. Why? Because flint is a type of rock that can be used to light fires. It makes light, but you actually need quite a lot to light a fire with flint. It's actually better with wood, but we don't tell the video developers that because they didn't study, they didn't even do one Google search to understand this shit. So can you imagine them actually studying what's needed? Okay, so where the fuck did you go to get a flint?
Did you talk to Lara?
Yeah, it says called hello. Yeah.
Okay.
Where did you go to get a flint? I found a flint. Okay, so ignore everything you said. Like the flint is right here. As you can see, it is the pixel perfect spot you need to get the flint. Once you get the flint, you go to the fire, you start the fire, you light up the fire, and you speak with Lara, who... Stop moving, you... And now after Lara moves, you need to talk with her and says, "It's so warm, thank you. I recall the time I sat by the fire and warmed up my salted butter roll," which might be referencing her ass, but in a more nicer way. Not because, you know, I'm freezing my ass off, like a saying.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm alive thanks to you. This isn't a dream, is it? Lara is the potion seller in Heidel, I guess, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the general merchant in Heidel. We don't know why she's here. She says, "I was really scared, cold, hungry, but the worst part was mostly being all alone. Where are we?" "I'm not sure. I woke up and here I was on this island. Nobody around. The sun rose 3 times and not a single person came by in all that time." Okay, we have to keep talking with Lara. "How do you plan to escape?" "I want to build a raft to escape, but I can't move so easily because I injured my leg." Which is, of course, a way to make you work because this is the most creative thing a developer could come up with. "But you see, I'm quite good with my hands." So you think you can find materials for me?" Remember that Lara is technically a child, so...
No, it's a shy and she's an adult.
She's technically whatever, and yeah. So now that we spoke with Lara, we have to talk with Lara again. And we'll say, "I'll help. Thank you so much. Everything has been looking up since you got here. The waves and the wind have both settled down too. Time to say goodbye to this gloomy island." This is a reference to... Talk to Lara for a hint of where to find the materials. Okay, so let's get the thingy. Okay. So let's do it in order. So first, we need to make the raft's foundation by constructing its body, meaning wood. The raft has to be big enough to fit at least the 2 of us. How do we make the raft's base? I think 2 strong logs will do the trick. False, a raft is built of at least 6 or 8 logs, but because, you know, it's a fantasy game, we'll say 2 is enough. Don't ever think about building a raft with 2, otherwise you're gonna sink. You can find them by gathering logs around the island. Okay. So we need to find hard trees to craft. And it's here. First of all, it's next to us. It's called split tree. Cut it down. I obtained a split log. And cut down here. What do I get? Dry tree branch. Okay, so we need hard trees. We need to look for the biggest trees we can find on this island. Also, what I was saying is this is the northern of Balanos Sea, because the Balanos Sea is where you have a lot of these islands, and there's a reference because the node managers in these islands in the North Balanos Sea are mostly like people washed ashore with no ways of getting back. Oh, hard tree, I found it. It's like very close to the edge here. Okay, I found 1 hard tree. Did you find the other?
Just keep asking Lara, and she'll keep summoning the lights who are going to guide you where you have to go.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying it is better now than the release, because at the release it was very complicated because you had to remember the position.
Okay.
However, they like understood that you can't always rely on guides and whatnot. Also because it's not that easy. Sometimes the perspective you give in the video is not enough. It happened. Also, many people are totally unable to ask for more indication, and they just keep like crying about how shitty the game is. And so they added this option where you can ask Lara. She's going to summon this firefly, and the firefly is going to lead you. Be careful, have a bit of patience, but you're going to find everything.
Gotcha. So I found one of the heart trees by myself,
Okay.
and I found the second one by talking to Lara. So they're on the edge of the islands, north and south if you're willing. And even if it's called hard tree, they're actually just bushes, but happens. Okay, giving those. Thank you. I knew I could trust in you. I'll put the materials together and spin the fucking chest.
Yep.
That's not how raft works, but it's okay. This is enough wood for the raft. I'm talking about you and I. Is there anyone that will join us? That doesn't make any sense. Now, find a rope that can tie the entire raft together. How do I make a rope? I need 1 tree trunk and 1 melted raisin. You can find tree trunks in the bushes as well as melted raisins that can be gathered from trees all over the island.
Okay. You can talk to her, and she's going to summon the
Where
first
can I
one.
find the materials? Looks like you're having trouble finding the materials. Go following the shiny friend over there. Seems friendly, no? Hey!
Chase the light. Yeah, it's up like the other one, but a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
Like you go back to Lara and you ask where you can find the raisin. Lara is going to summon another little light. What she says about the light is always the same, and the little light is going to guide you towards the place exactly there. Sometimes the light needs a bit of a moment to like redirection. So if you see it stops and you can't interact with anything, give it a moment.
Okay, here you have to remember it's not physical items, you have to role play it, so
Exactly.
you melt it.
Because you have to interact with the bonfire to melt it.
I knew you could do it. You already bought 2 of the required materials. You're so close, you can do it. We can eat delicious food and see beautiful things. Let's make plenty of friends to play all together. And here you can see that Lara is a bit being all alone. Thank you. Once we get out of here, let's go on the trip together. That way we can forget the nightmare that occurred here, right? Just thinking about it makes me so happy. It's all because of you. Thank you so much. I gathered all the materials. Finally, let's build it together. We can finally leave this place. Here we have to talk with Lara again after she moves a bit, because of course just having us talk to Lara would be too simple. Now, you truly are my bestest friend. Never let our friendship sour. Promise? Promise. So we get started. Let's build this raft together. And
Random
here
animations.
we're building we're cutting the stone. We're building the raft. Remember, if you use logs for a raft, you put the whole logs, tie them together with a string. Whatever, yeah.
At least like one day passes, because let's remember that in the video world, the sun rises and sets in the opposite sides of the globe. We don't know if it was meant to be or if they missed the calculation. Probably they missed the calculation. But instead of rising in the east and setting on the west, it's the reverse. And we have the confirmation about it, because if we ask Alustin at the end of the Calfer main quest, why do sun rises in the west, he asks, why shouldn't be like that? Do you know any place where it rises from the east? Which is our Earth.
Yeah. Let's push the raft into the water.
And we have
Okay,
to
I'll
follow.
I'll go first to see how sturdy it is. Just follow me. Here we can see the developers were either Subnautica fans or Raft fans, but clearly not enough to understand what a hard tree looks like. And of course, also you have to wait for this NPC to go from point A to point B, which is a very fruitful experience. Look how fruitful it is. Do you feel accomplished? Ah, of course, the raft was put and now she's running in place.
Your favorite.
My sister God. Yeah, developers, Control F, ... replace, and whatever the fuck else.
Side. I will put side.
Whatever.
something.
Whatever else besides triple dots. Hold on, something is weird. It feels as if energy is being slowly sapped from my body. Am I sick? Just when I thought this weird dream was finally coming to an end. Are you okay? Oh, I think I remember now who I am, why I'm here. And of course you have to stop talking to Lara and then talk to Lara again. Your body, it's all sparkly glowy. To be honest, a doll identical to Lara appears right in the spot where she vanished. Aha! Hello? It was a doll! And we escape. Bye! And here you might be wondering,
Wait,
what the fuck was this? And my answer to you, dear follower, is just as this. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, you didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, because there's nothing that I can say to make sense of all of this. The whole of Magnus is a fever dream created by psychopaths on fucking whatever mushrooms they could get. Probably some developers in Thailand that were high as fuck on jungle juices. And nothing makes sense. There's no connection. The Magnus is, you go from point A to point B, solve 3 puzzles and you get the fuck out. And here's the second puzzle we solved, so we have only one more. And of course there's always the cat to bring us out. Let's see what the third puzzle has to give us. I know we have to talk to Wunju.
What is it?
Wunju, what the fuck, my man? Like, you're making me follow cats, dolls, and things? Like, what's wrong with you?
Taking our sweet time, I see. I've already told you. Time works differently. Here.
And here we can see that time does indeed work differently because... I don't know, they're trying to explain everything with time. So if you're ever wondering like, wait, this feels wrong, why am I in the northern Balanus Islands when we're supposed to be like Calfion or Mediah and stuff? Time, bro, like, come on. Time. Whoa,
Live
that...
knife.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa, that's some hot temper it's got there, hehe. If it's in such a hurry, it could go off and solve them on its own. And fun fact, actually, it couldn't, because the whole point is that that Wunju can't physically go into the pockets. I thought people like you were the odd ones. Maybe Wunju's actually a person wearing a black spirit's disguise, haha. False, we know Wunju's a black spirit.
Right now, technically, we don't really know.
Okay, so now we have to interact with this circle. Yes, for some fucking reason. And only thing that matters. So here's the third puzzle of the day. So it's night. It's dark. Ah, there's the moon. They're having sex. My health regenerated. I'm not sure about yours.
No.
I still 0, okay.
Okay.
And here we have Gorgath.
You over there. I think I'd run into you here of all places.
Gorgath, no! Our
Are
friend.
there any sunrise herb and evening primrose nearby? Please.
Because let's remember that everything
Try
in
to sum up and with a bit of simple alchemy.
let's remember that everything can be fixed with a bit of sunrise herb in Black Desert World. God, you are such a drama queen, I swear to God.
Here I wish they would do something that it happens in a lot of games, where you can sacrifice one health potion to help him. Instead, you're supposed to do this weird thing. Here's the sunrise herb. As you might see, it's sunny when outside is dark. And now it disappeared.
I had the Black
And my-
Spirit, the time knife.
Whatever, that was very weird. And
Follow
now,
the lights, guys. Long
and now
story
you need to follow the other light and get the evening premises. Which is not evening, but it's light for some reason.
short. So my hair stay white for a bit after the light goes away.
Yeah. Okay, here we are. We got this. Oof. Ooh, and who might this be? Haha, Gorgat, the alchemist of Calphion. What
Only
brought him
Calvion
here?
thing related so far.
Yeah. The sack we found near the well in Gabino Farm, it belonged to him. I knew he was no ordinary human being. Let's ask him about what happened. We knew that Gorgat is not an ordinary human being. He's one of the greatest alchemists.
Yep.
What? Gorgat? Oh, he's behind. He doesn't have light on him. Okay, he's choking as every person would who smokes. Are you okay?
Thank you. I'm still amongst the living, thanks to you. I heard about you from Eileen. Of course, the Society has the utmost faith in you. But for us to allocate the bulk of our resources to investigate this phenomenon is not so simply done.
So in fact, here Gorgat, one of the top 3 alchemists, right? The one who
The
technically
world.
saved the world in the old Calphion questline, comes with us with a conundrum. He says, "Of course we trust you, but we don't trust you, so we have to investigate."
Just to be sure, bro.
Just wish, like, it's 2 lines and the fuckers contradict themselves. Like, who wrote this shit?
So I elected to conduct an unofficial investigation on my own. While that was steadily underway, well, this happened.
What happened? Why are you here? You fell into the abyss.
Precisely. My first thought was that I was trapped in some dark, depraved bandit's lair. Though meeting you here now confirms my suspicions, this is indeed what you call the abyss.
This is a reference to when you used to do the old Serendia / Calphion main quest. Because you had to go in the bandits zone, you know, the one right before the start of
Calphion.
Calphion. How's called? The bandits.
No, it's the
Biragi Den, because the Biragi Den is under a well. So Gorgath here is actually referencing the fact that in the OG quest, and in some of the versions, you had to go down a well to check certain things in the den.
Yeah.
In the lair.
Of course, it's so fucking, like, you have to imagine, guys, that what happened here and why we're trolling this so much is because Gorgath jumped into a well in Calphion, in the farm, right? In the farm. And he woke up himself in this, and he thinks he's stuck by bandits. Like, this guy is so mentally stable that he jumped in a well. He's like, those pesky bandits must keep me hostage in a well or something, you know, like.
The den is a bit different in
The
Serendia.
den is way different.
And what must I do to find my way back to Calphion?
Fix the anomaly.
Anomaly, you say? Well, if that's how it is, let us make haste to seek out this anomaly and repair it. Time is of the essence. Even now, our world is slowly coming apart at the seams. I never thought this day would come. It seems my senses have grown dull.
He's being honest though.
Yeah.
I must take my leave now. Eileen, she will be looking for me.
Of course, and as everyone in this world, when you tell them, hey, you're in an alternate universe, you need to solve this anomaly in order to go back to your world, he says, I gotta go, bro. Eileen needs me. What part of solve the anomaly you don't understand, you fucking shithead?
I must take my leave now.
Okay, where's the... oh, you have talked with the thingy?
Yeah, until they glow.
Place your
Like
hand
this.
on a pillar.
Until they glow
I
like
see,
this.
you see, and yeah, you keep turning around until they glow. You see that yellow glow? Yeah. You see it? That's the glow. This is truly a wonder for puzzles all around the globe. How did the Black
globe.
Desert developers did this?
Also, don't be too fast because sometimes you need a moment to see the light.
Yeah, of course. Look how interactive this thing is. Look how beautiful it is. Like every time I'm swapping it, I'm filled with contempt and excitement to see if it will fucking glow. Oh my god, look at it. Will it glow next time? Oh, you horny bitch. It didn't. It's teasing me. I moved it so now it's not glowing anymore. Let's see what
That's
I'm
why
saying.
I said
Well, let's see. Okay, up one more. Hey, and now it's glowing. Hey, you fuck. Ah, look at it. How easy it is to make this one glow. Such a horny little one. I think they all need to be in the same direction, so just don't like this.
Not always. Like sometimes I did it, but they... oh, probably they change it. It can be.
No, they're all pointing in the same direction. They all need to point in this direction.
In the original one, it wasn't like that.
I trust you, but whatever the developers did here and the right, like, I think they didn't have any fucking writers for this one, so they just did this so the developers could build puzzles.
Let's take a breather. I'm not as young as you might think.
But you didn't do anything. It's like
My job here is done, but he didn't do anything.
This guy just teleported here.
I wish to learn all the secrets of the world before my death. But I'm afraid too much is still shrouded in mystery.
We've got no time to waste. We restored 3 more abyssal pockets, so there's got to be another door that has opened. But where is Wuju? Let's go down and find it. And this old man, he can find his own way down. Okay, so here we're flaming Gorgat, as everything should be.
Yeah, there should be Gorgat somewhere.
Look at Wuju's beautiful face. Doesn't it say anomaly to you?
What a sinister-looking creature, truly. That something so foul would be the guardian of this place.
I can hear you, old fart. What do you know? You're just some alien fungus polluting my pure abyss.
Yeah, fuck you, Gorgat. You alien fungus looking shit.
Why would you even bring him to Magnus? Look at him. I don't remember the Shadow Shrine having anyone so decrepit.
I'm Gorgath of Calphion, an alchemist specializing in disease research.
Gorgath? Hardly! Though it's unlikely 2 people would have such an awful name. Are you really sure you're him? The Gorgath I know has this beautiful sable skin. Quite rough around the edges, though.
How do you know of my condition? Alustin, Frero, and Igor are the only ones who know it.
Oh, you're the real Gorgath, then.
What?
What's that? Look, between you and me, I wouldn't let Jordine see you sneaking out. I've seen infants throw smaller tantrums. It's quite sad, really. Best go quick.
What? Jordine?
And here we can see
just a
a
moment.
beautiful reference
What
to the
did he
fact that
say?
this Gorgath is
Did you
not
defeat
an
Belmore? How does Jordine still stand?
this Gorgath is not an anomaly. It's actually an OG Gorgath of our world. who went into the well and therefore found himself in the Magnus. The young Jordan we rescued is a Jordan we got outside of an anomaly, and that's why Wood was saying, don't let Jordan see you, because this Gorgat should theoretically be able to return to Calphion, or in this case Mediah, since we unlocked that vein, whereas the young Jordan is still stuck here, playing cards with his dick, waiting for his wagon of women, I guess. Oh goody, another door has opened. This time I think it's the door that leads to Mediah. What should we do about that old fart Gorgath? Remember how Jordan couldn't get through last time? I mean, I'm sure he'll figure it out, haha. It's the least of my concerns. And of course here the Black Spirit, being the Black Spirit, just tells us to like fuck off to Mediah and ignore Gorgath. Technically Gorgath should be able to follow us. The reason why Jordan couldn't is because, as I said before, he is not the original Jordan of this world. He is an imitation from the Shadow Shrine.
A shadow, indeed.
Yes. He's an anomaly, if you will. And here you might be thinking, what the heck is happening in the Magnus? And all we can say to you today is anomalies and multi-parallel universe theory. That's it. There's no there's no. So Jordan failed to return to our world, but this old fart can. Interesting.
Because of course he's the original one and you stopped.
I stopped. Okay. And here we finish the part that concerns Calphion. Next week we're going to be attacking what we call the part of Mediah. Well, we're going to be seeing the conjuring between Mediah and Valencia. It doesn't make any sense, the puzzles or anything, so just try to figure out with us, guys. But thank you for watching, see you next time, bye!